Hey, what's going on guys? It's that Blue Abarth here and welcome back to the channel and another video. Now today I have an experiment for you all. Something that's going to be quite strange but I think quite fun at the same time. But before I explain what the experiment is, I should probably talk about the title. Now don't worry, I'm not actually living in the Abarth, and well, I guess that means it's sort of clickbait. But in a way, it's not, because everything has gone wrong today and I actually am living in the Abarth for this video. So I suppose it's not clickbait in a way, if you see it like that. But everything has gone wrong mainly because I didn't bring some equipment with me. It's starting to rain. We're in a weird spot. I don't have my second tripod, so you're not on the dash. You're actually sat in the seat next to me, which is why you have this weird angle. But yeah, so far, it's not been fantastic, but I think the video will be all right. I've got it all planned out and I'm hoping it should go the way that I have hoped for it to go. And we'll see what happens. I mean, hey, you can't predict everything, but let's see how we do. Now, today's experiment, like I said, is going to be a fun but strange one. And that is, can you live in an Abarth? And for that, I'm going to try and see if I can live in the interior of the 595. And how exactly am I going to do that? Well, how about I set you up in the back there and I'll explain all. So here we are at the boot, and as you can see, I've got a mini setup going on. I currently have a lovely Bride and Takata backpack with me with some resources in it that I'm going to be using for this video. And I've also got a nice tartan blanket made with 100% GTI seats. And well, this is going to be used to make sure that I'm comfy and just makes it a bit nicer while I'm in the back of the car. And well, how about instead of standing out here in the, well actually I was going to say in the rain, it has worn off a bit, which is nice, but it's still windy and cold. So how about we jump in the back of the car and well, see how we do. Right, so here I am in the back of the car, and so far, so good. Now, I should probably explain why I'm doing this video. Well, I like to do weird and wacky things on this channel. I like to test this car in ways that other people just wouldn't think about. Such as this, can you live in the car? I mean, not a lot of people, I imagine, have done this on their channel with their Abarth, or any other car, really. I mean, it's not exactly something you'd think about when testing a car, and so that's why I want to do it, because it's weird and wacky, and I like giving you guys content that's just different from the normal stuff that you might see on YouTube. And well, I think this is definitely different, that's for sure. Now, why exactly am I doing this video as well, in terms of, you know, why this? Well, I thought it'd be a bit of fun, for one, and number two, I just wanted to see if it's possible. I mean, there are scenarios where you might have to sleep in your car. For instance, if you're out camping and your tent gets flooded with water or just doesn't work, you'll have to be in the back of the car. Or if you're stranded somewhere with pretty much no other option, again, you'll be sleeping in the back of the car. And so, with that, I wanted to see if it's possible to do so in the Abarth. I mean, with bigger cars like SUVs or saloons, stuff like that, it'd be pretty easy because you've got a lot of space. But with this car, obviously, it is quite small. So I wanted to test it out. Now, of course, the resources. That is the next thing that I've got to talk about, because it's going to be pretty important to pack some things with you to make sure that not only will you be comfortable in the car, but you'll have the right things that you need to get through the night. And well, first of all, I've got my very comfy blanket. Again, 100% made from GTI seats, and it is a very nice indeed, very, very comfy, and I must say it's very nice to have a blanket with me. And hey, it's time to get into what we have in the Takata backpack, and I've got to say, this thing's absolutely awesome, guys. I'm going to do a product review on this and a few other things in the future, because this is just sick. Look at that. We've got harnesses on a backpack. That's just crazy. Now, how about we get into the backpack itself and see what we got. Now, open this bad boy up, and first of all, we've got my trusty Superman pillow, because this is probably something that I always carry with me. It's my childhood pillow, really, and I take it anywhere I go, but it's super comfortable. And we'll plop that behind like so, and oh yes, that's the stuff right there, guys. That is very, very nice. Actually, what I'm going to do to make it feel a little bit better in here is lock the car. And there we go. Car's all locked. I've got my pillow and my blanket. Good stuff. Now, what about food? I've got the trusty bag of McCoys, but I mean, first of all, guys, this is not car related at all. We've got to talk about these McCoys. I'm not having it.
Bruh.
I'm not having it. Look at the size of this bag.
Bruh.
Now, this is almost the same size as the ones you used to get, but that is all air. What is going on, guys? Where are the crisps? I'm being mugged off big time. But how about we open these up, see what we got. Now, to be fair, there is a few in there, but I'd like a bit more. McCoys, what's going on, man? Oh, I'll tell you what though, the taste is still the same. They taste amazing. Just have a few more. Oh, absolutely fantastic. So, we've got the crisps. Of course, we need a drink. And well, I've got a selection of 2 drinks, actually. I've got an apple fruit shoot. These things are elite, by the way. My childhood was fueled by these things. And also, we have the Tango as well. Tango Dark Berry, too. And I think this was a new flavour, like, a couple years ago. I don't know. It's been out for some time now. But it's very, very nice, I must admit. Out of the original flavours, this is definitely a really, really good one. That's for sure. And, well, I think I'll get into the fruit shoot first because, well, it's got a lid on it for one, and that means I won't have to drink it all in one go because I don't like doing that, guys. I never like opening a drink and then having to finish it right there and then. I like to have lids on my drinks, so then, at least, I have the choice of when to drink it. Oh, this is, yeah, that is absolutely awesome. I haven't had that in years. Goodness gracious. Now, I've got to say, I am currently at Beechwood Farm again, guys, because Immingham a bit of a nightmare, I must admit. There's a lot of people that go by and a lot of people that shout things and not very nice things sometimes. So you wouldn't want to hear that in the video. And I don't know, it just doesn't go that well anymore. It was going fantastic at first when I used to record there for the first few videos. But then it just went downhill. I don't know why. A lot of people would park in those spots, which is fine. It's not my spot, but it would get a little bit chaotic at times. So, back at Beechwood Farm. And I must say, people are a little bit, you know, skeptical, or I don't know, maybe that's not the right word, but it's definitely strange just seeing me in the back of this car with a pillow, a blanket, a fruit shoot, and some crisps. So I imagine it's probably quite a strange sight, but hey, I'm living my best life right now. McCoys, fruit shoot, video, what more could you want? Now, in terms of actually being in the back of this car, because that is the main point of this video, because right now it's turning into a food review, but it's very, very comfy. If you had to sit here during the day, if you were waiting for something or something like that, you know, it's actually quite nice. The back seats are really nice and they're really, really comfy. Now, I am sat on an angle, so I'm not sitting straight with my head against the headrest, which I know would help. But, hey, I mean, if you want to be comfy and spread out, then you can do so in this car. It's quite wide in the back, surprisingly, and the seats themselves are very, very comfy. So I definitely would recommend them if you're wanting to sit in any of the seats in this car for, you know, sleeping over the night or something like that. The front seats are very comfy too, but I imagine for overnight use, maybe you'd want to sit in the back because then you can spread out with your legs and stuff. Now, that is something I am going to test as well, if you can actually lie down properly in this car. I imagine it's going to be quite a squeeze, especially with my knees and stuff, but we'll see how we go. But for now, very, very nice, I must admit. It's very comfy back here. And like I said, living my best life with my fruit chew. Oh, absolutely amazing. Now, in terms of how long you would probably stay in here, I guess it would be overnight. If you had to stay in here for more than a night, I imagine it would be all right, because you have enough room for your stuff. You have enough room to, you know, oh, I can't remember the word now. Fruit shoot has taken over my head. It's just so nice. Bruh. But you have enough room, pretty much, to, like, just spread out and be comfy. Because if you were sharing this car with another person, then I imagine it's going to be quite a squeeze, especially overnight. But if you were just by yourself, it's quite nice. It's pretty good. I mean, of course, it is raining, so you don't get to see much out the windows. But if you were in a nice spot, and you were eating lunch and stuff, you could have a really nice scenic afternoon in the back of the car. Now, of course, you can sit in the boot as well while the boot's open and eat your lunch too, if you wanted to. But to be fair, this is quite a nice spot. You get to see out of all the windows, and it's not bad at all. Very, very good, I must admit. Now, like I said, in a second or two, I'm going to test out whether you can lie down and actually sleep in the car. But I must say, if I was to rate just sitting here in the back of the car, it's definitely a 10 out of 10, because I am really, really comfy right now, guys. You have no idea. I am so comfy in this car. I mean, hey, I recommend trying this out if you have an Abarth. I mean, it's probably one of the weirder things you can do with your Abarth, but hey, I mean, it's really nice back here. And hey, if you want to take it on a camping trip and do this, I don't blame you. I mean, tents are an absolute nightmare to put up, especially nowadays. They've got so many pegs and stuff like that. There are some easier ones to use, but this is just so much nicer. I mean, you probably wouldn't want to take your Abarth off-roading, but if it's one of those nice campsites, then hey, you could do this. McCoys, you're settled. You're all good. You're golden. Oh, those are good. Now, I have actually seen someone turn a Fiat 500 into a mini home. It was an article a few years back where they used I think it was a 2017 Fiat 500, and they turned the back of it into like a full-on home. They had like little drawers and stuff, they had lights, and the boot was open. It was really, really nice, and it looked cool. So that's kind of why I made this video, to kind of, you know, let you guys know that you can do stuff with this car, not just drive it and enjoy it, but also use it as a bit of a commendation in a way. Actually, I am gonna crack open. Oh, that's fresh, guys. I'm hoping it won't explode. Oh, that was a close one. I thought it was gonna explode. Oh, amazing. So we're actually doing quite a few things in this video today, guys. Food review, drink review, and having a nice chat while also living in the back of the car. Quite a weird video, I know, but hey, it's something different, and I think you guys will enjoy it. Just having a nice chat in the back of a 595. You don't see this every day, guys. This is why this channel was made. And also, guys, if you're finished with your drink, or if you just want to put it down for a second to, you know, eat some more McCoys, then you can put it in the cup holder in the back here. So, practicality at its finest right there. A lot of good points with this car, and hey, it's really sturdy as well, so it ain't going anywhere. Pretty awesome. Right then, people, so it's now time for the most important part of the video, and that's seeing if we can lie down in the back of the car. Now, let's say it's just gone dark. You're feeling tired and you want some good Zeds. You want to catch a bit of awesome sleep. Well, we need to see if we can lie down in the car, and we need to see if it's possible. So, I'm going to finish my awesome McCoys real quick, and then we'll get to it. So everyone, here I am in the back of the car, lying down, which is pretty crazy. Now, I know I'm not actually completely lying down, but in terms of lying down in a car, this is probably the closest you'll get, because I doubt you could fully lie down in any car, really, unless it's absolutely massive. But, like I said earlier, I imagine if you have an SUV or a saloon, you would have more space, which means you could probably bend your knees down and put your legs straight. But for a hatchback of this size, it's actually not that bad. I mean, it's still quite comfortable. My knees aren't fully bent, and it's quite nice. I must admit, it's not bad at all. Now, in terms of entertainment, because hey, if you're not fully tired, you can always have some fun with an air horn. Now, I'm not going to set it off in here because it'll probably make my ears ring and I'll probably go deaf. So maybe not the best thing to entertain yourself with, but I do also have something else in my bag, which is this. I don't know why I have an Xbox controller, but I guess you could, you know, play around with the joysticks and the buttons and stuff. Maybe you could set up an Xbox in here. Who knows? I imagine that would probably drain your battery like mad, and you probably won't be going anywhere the next morning. But, yeah, I imagine you can have some fun just pressing the buttons and stuff. Bruh. I guess not much use without an Xbox to plug it into, or actually a cable to put it into either. So, yeah, but have a bit of fun with the joysticks and the buttons, I guess. But apart from that, I imagine you'd be doing this if you're ready to go to bed. And it's actually quite nice. If I try and Now, that's not as comfy. Let me try and see if I can put this down. It's a bit difficult. There we go. Still not as comfy. Maybe like here. Yeah. Not as comfy as you'd probably want. So maybe with the pillow. Put it back here. That's not that bad. That's actually a lot better. But then your back's sort of leaning against hard plastic. So that's not very good. But I imagine if you had more than one pillow, it'd probably be a lot better. But for now, this is still pretty nice. I'm not going to argue with this. I mean, hey, you're sleeping in the back of the car. It ain't going to be a 5-star hotel room. So you kind of just got to roll with it. But not that bad. I think it's pretty good. It ain't that bad at all. And hey, like I said, you got your McCoys, your drink, all your other stuff. Overall, it's quite good, not bad at all. So I'm going to just sit here for a few minutes and I'll report back and just tell you how I feel like after a few minutes in this position.
2,000 years later.
So it's been around 10 minutes, I want to say, and I'm still just as comfy as I was when I started, which is quite a surprise. I thought it'd get really uncomfy and I'd want to get out of this position, but it's not too bad at all. Now, imagine after a few hours, maybe that would be a different story, but in terms of minutes, all good, pretty decent. Abarth have done it once again. I imagine they didn't build this car for this purpose, but hey, if you want to know if you can sleep in the back of this car, then I've got you covered. So, that is pretty much it, I would say. I think we're all done here. Now, what I'll do is, I guess, tidy up, and I'll meet you in the driver's seat again. So then, we can outro the video. Unless, I might just take a quick little 5-minute nap. But hey, either way, I'll see you in a minute. So then everyone, I've come back and I've obtained the proper tripod. As you can see, you're back on the dashboard, just like how it's supposed to be. And now I can record a proper normal outro for you all. Tried it on the seat like you saw at the start. Didn't go very well, I must admit. But hey, that'll conclude today's weird and wacky video. And it was also experiment 2, and it actually went very well. I was actually surprised that I was able to get back there and lie down as well. I know it's not really properly lying down, but hey, I was able to spread out and it was really comfy, able to stretch my legs on the seat. Very, very nice. So if you've ever wondered, can you sleep, live, or take a quick nap in the back of an Abarth, then there you go. You have concrete evidence, actual documented proof of that blue Abarth in the back seats, having a good time with his blanket, pillow, and McCoys. You've seen it all now, folks. And well, I'd love to get more silly, wacky little videos on this channel for you all. Content that's just different, you know, stuff you don't see every day on a YouTube channel. But hey, I'm all for it. I love doing things like this. I love doing the actual serious videos too, giving you facts and figures and bits and bobs and testing actual things out on the Abarth. But hey, I'd say today was an actual experiment too, and it was fun as well. So hey, win-win situation. I got to eat McCoys too, so there you go. Absolute win in my book. If you want to see me spend 24 hours, and that's right guys, 24 hours in this car, doing what I was just doing in this video today and other stuff as well, then hey, if we can reach 10 likes on this video, 10 likes, I'll spend an entire day in this car and I'll film it for you guys. I'll do a whole 24-hour challenge in the Abarth 595. And if you want that, if that sounds good to you, hit that like button and let's get to 10 likes. If it happens, then it'll happen. And I'll make that a promise. I promise you guys it will happen if we reach 10 likes. But for now, instead, if you want to see any other content as soon as it comes out, you guys know what to do. Hit that bell, like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff, because it's always appreciated. And well, I'll see you guys in the future. Have a good one.